Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of The Sims 3. Because that's the best one.
I mean, I've got to allow it, given the metro, as Colonel pointed out.
Yeah. No, actually, I think it doesn't take much to argue that The Sims is an RPG.
I would argue that it was a management sim before it is an RPG, but it just depends how you play it.
Sure, that's also true, yes. No, sure, you're right. I mean, but the thing is, like, there's so many aspects there, right? You got the training of a character creation,
is the other
skills, and, you know, it's a lot of stuff there. There's dialogue.
I don't think I've played The Sims this decade, so I honestly couldn't tell you.
I did. Sims 3, I think, is from 2012. Oh, we did it already.
Well, one of them. Oh, it's right. The egg is.
There's people that are really mad.
Some people do seem to be quite upset on my stream for some reason.
I didn't get to. I don't think you answered me. Is cross a British word?
Cross, mad? Yes.
Or is it just normal?
Cross. I was quite cross. I don't think I can remember a time I heard. Look, it's a street. We all have to live on it.
No, hopefully not.
God, they're real mad. It's like 5 people honking their horns outside. I don't know if that's British or yes, a bit dark. I don't know if I don't know if cross is
No, let them vent their fury. Then let them do that.
How clearly is that coming through? I mean, it's pretty clearly, presumably. That's pretty loud.
It's a little bit. It's a little bit. Not too much. I can hear you well. I'm sure on your side it's a lot more.
But I don't know if that's a British word or just like a normal, like, you know, word in English. Yeah,
I learned it by watching an Irish TV series called. Well, there I go, forgetting everything again. I don't remember. It's like it's one with Kristen Gillan, I believe is her name, from X-Files. She does other things. I think it's Kristen Gillan. Am I mixing up? Oh, more combat. What are you doing?
Oh, I chatted to this guy. He's a bit mad. His voice actor really wasn't into the lines.
Well, it's cross. And yeah, basically in that series, I think it's the Fallen. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. Let's fight these.
Sounds good.
Some blood. And the Sim, and going back to the Sims, I remember always having an opinion. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. An opinion that the Sims is an RPG.
Yeah.
And I remember easily getting into arguments with that. So yeah. So you were very receptive to that, all things considered.
I am extremely receptive to the idea that, like, language is a tool. This definitions are descriptive, not prescriptive. You know, we can use words to, and there's an extremely good case to be made, at least on one level, that you should call The Sims an RPG. And as long as there's an argument on one level, then I think I'm in for it. Because, you know, there'd be some people that think, like, yeah, you know, you could call it an RPG by meaning that, but you should be using RPG to mean this. But should be meaning X to mean Y is just a nonsense sentence, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I've learned about the difference between prescriptive and descriptive in the last few months. Actually, I never. Yeah, it's an interesting. I thought it actually talked or that distinction was about more things than what I thought, than what it ended up being. But it's still a distinction.
Yeah, it's a
distinction. I'm definitely there with you.
A distinction with a difference, unlike some.
Yeah.
I wonder
that was a miss.
What do you mean it was a miss? You killed him.
No, because I shot one side on the side of this. Yeah. I will still kill you.
Speaking of Ashen, which you should totally play, you might like it because it is a bit easier than Dark Souls.
I thought it was harder.
Well, I first timed.
I mean, I didn't play it. I heard that it was harder.
So far, I've beaten all the bosses first time except one.
Well, but you're not amazing at Dark Souls. We were talking about that last episode.
But I did not beat very many bosses in Dark Souls first time. Some, sure, but not very many.
Yeah, I can see what you mean.
The first boss took me a long time to beat in Ashen, just because I was getting used to the controls and stuff. But after that, it's kind of.
Did you enjoy, as a curiosity, Ned, since we could talk about Dark Souls until the rest of the game. Did you enjoy?
We've got a lot of game. We've got to spread out these conversations.
Oh, I'm sure we'll forget. We'll come back. Did you enjoy in Dark Souls 1?
Excuse me.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Ornstein and Smaug? I would be one.
That's the one, right?
Yeah, they were fun. They were hard as hell, but
they were pretty hard. Yeah,
I enjoyed
it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. I was pretty high level. I did a full upgrade just before that battle. I didn't even know the battle was coming.
Nice, good timing.
And because there's like that huge giant smith in there.
Yeah, the giant smith.
That's such a fun level as well. I think the first game is better than the second one in terms of level design when it is really good.
Well, it had Miyazaki.
Oh right, I didn't know that. I didn't know that people had left.
Miyazaki, the project lead, like the whole mind behind Dark Souls, was on the first and third game.
Oh, that's curious.
And not on the second one.
Well, I'm looking forward to playing the third one then. Is it good in terms of level design?
Yes. Yes, it is. The second one is a lot more linear.
Yeah.
The third one is. The third one is not as non-linear as the first one. But
I don't mean it so much as in the level structure, but more just how pretty and interesting.
In my opinion, the complexity and interest of the levels is in some ways not only visual but also conceptual. In which case, the kind of layering in on themselves that you get more in the first and third game is it plays into the levels being kind of prettier.
Good. Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I liked I think the moment I fell in love with Dark Souls was in the Undead Berg, I think is the name.
Yeah.
It's a pretty simple level, and I wasn't playing with the DS fix or anything. Okay.
What?
I'm in combat. There's a lot of them.
I never played without the DS fix. It was. I think I loaded it up once and then was like, "What is going on?"
So it had that upscaled 720p and all this sort of stuff, but it's still such a beautiful level.
I can't believe you played without DS fix.
Sure, it looks like a PS2 game, but you know, it's fine.
Yeah.
It looked really good. I loved it. And there's many other levels that I really enjoy from the first game. The second game, the level that really stands in my mind as a pretty level is probably all the DLCs. They're all very pretty. But of the normal game, that didn't.
One thing about the first game, DLC pretty weak.
Well, the second game doesn't make it. It's infuriating on the second game. It's just I liked mad half the time.
I just liked it. I was just in for the
tower, the smoke tower, whatever.
Oh yeah, I didn't redo anything in that. I spent a long time in the ice one. The ice one was great.
Yeah, the ice one was probably definitely the best.
Plus, it's formed a new dual PvP arena, so I was very happy about that. That bridge, so many fights on that bridge.
I'm afraid of PvP. I'm afraid of everything really.
Look
at me saving you. Huh?
Thank you, much appreciated. I played through the first game probably 3 times just to build PvP characters, and the second one let you respec, so that saved me a lot of time.
Yeah, that saved my butt as well because I couldn't beat the Burned Ivory King, or the Burned Tyrant King for that matter. I swear, magic swords. I am terrible against them.
Just get good at dodging.
But the swords are so big. I want to dodge the flames, and then I don't know when I should.
One of my criticisms, honestly, of Dark Souls is that once you learn that you can roll through attacks, and just like stand directly at the base of an enemy, and then when they attack, just roll towards them and take 0 damage. It's like, wow. I mean, once you get good at that timing, it's kind of just easy.
Yeah, dodging is everything. Well, not kind of easy. It's a lot easier, sure, but it's still very hard. It's a difficult game.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
I think the problem is once you get good at dodging, you just like stay good at it. Like now, I play Ashen, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, you know, you can't touch this because
I'm down for this.
I'm still good at dodging.
Okay, that guy's gonna blow up. I think you might want to leave. Maybe.
Nah, I'll just tank it, I think. But thank you for the warning.
Okay.
You could execute him. Oh no, you can't stack that one, right?
No, I can't.
Well, did you just say I swear, I feel like you said something I was supposed to respond to and didn't because I was.
Oh yeah, I was
going
gonna say that the first I didn't play Dark Souls 2 original. I played the Scholar of the First Sin.
I'm ready.
Oh,
So
that's Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said. Oh, for goodness sake.
Oh, that's okay. That's not in the game.
No, that's someone
What is
revving
that?
a motorbike again and again.
It's your freaking truck.
My bet
Or-
is that a delivery driver showed up downstairs and was while like being loud on their motorcycle. Then someone complained, and so now they're revving to like say like, "Oh, I don't care about your complaints." That's my guess.
Yeah. Because that's what complaints are for, just to entice people to do the same thing but more. Which is what you should use them for if you're interested. Like, oh, I really like the sound of that car. Hey you, I hate your car. Nice.
High level strats right here.
Yeah.
How to like get into fights.
Boy. If that doesn't work, and if you really don't want to hear the sound of the car, then another strategy is to convince yourself mentally that you really do want to hear the sound of the car. And yes, you're lying to yourself, but yeah.
More void broken.
Oh no.
I managed to enter combat in midair.
I'm gonna stay. Yeah, I noticed. I'm gonna stay up here if you don't mind.
That's fine, yeah.
There we go. Oh, did he dodge? Oh my god.
He dodged and you didn't. Oh no, I thought you hadn't entered combat because he dodged.
Oh, that would be brilliant.
That would have
Unfortunately not.
been pretty sweet. But yeah, Ashen, it's a fantastic experience.
Mm-hmm.
Very,
Yeah.
very good kind of exploratory gameplay. Like, wanting to know what the next area is like, and lots of the areas being very visually distinct and that kind of thing.
One game that it reminds me of on the visual style, but it is a lot better, is called Necropolis. Did you play it?
I did not.
From the guys that made Shadowrun, the turn-based games,
Yeah.
and BattleTech.
Which Shadowrun games does Paradox own? I need to keep better track of that.
I think the first one.
They have... I don't know if they own the IP or just the license to a couple of the games.
I would say that they don't own the IP, but I'm not really sure because the IP should be Harebrained Schemes, because their leader, the studio founder, was the creator of Shadowrun.
They might have bought Harebrained Schemes.
They might have. Actually, now that you talk about it, I think they have.
I'm gonna check. I apologize on my end. You have no sound right now.
Mm-hmm. But you're seeing all the dodginess. Oh, did you apply? Yeah, you did. Evading on you. Good.
That was you.
Oh, it's still on?
You yeah, they are. Yeah, they were acquired by Paradox in 2018.
Yeah, there was a reason. Yeah, that's why it
thought
wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it wasn't this big.
Sorry.
What?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
It was in a couple of months that a lot of studios were being acquired. Like Paradox also acquired the guys that made Expeditions Conquistador. No, actually they didn't. It's not quite an acquiring, but it's more or less like that. And then of course Microsoft acquired In Exile and Obsidian, and yeah.
It was because Paradox published BattleTech, and
Yeah.
then when that came out, and I assume did fairly well, they were like, yeah, more of this. And so went ahead with the acquisition.
Not BattleTech, a game that I've heard more than once personally be in the few conversations that I've had about the best game of 2018.
Really?
More than once I've heard people say BattleTech.
2018, that is a year of strong contenders.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
People, like, for various reasons, go on about, like, oh, 2018 sucked. What are you talking about?
I don't
So many
think
good
so.
games.
I mean, depends on the genre.
I think
of
that
course,
I think they're talking about like politically and/or dead celebrities, but the but from a gaming perspective, it's like living life in 2018.
I'm only talking about games, I guess. If I start mixing it up, then oof,
I was reading about the Portuguese Revolution in the 70s on the bus the other day.
Oh,
It
really?
sounded interesting. I didn't know that Portugal was like really economically undeveloped until
Oh
like
yeah.
the 50s and 60s.
It's yeah. I
play too much EU4. I think of Portugal as like one of the rich guys.
Yeah, it's yeah, we're one of the poor. I mean, we're at the tail of Europe, as it were.
Yeah. For now, it's all right. England will leave. You can nick all our overseas trade.
We're growing
then
faster than the average.
Well, there you go.
But that's there's no guarantee that it will last, of course.
As ever. There's a ladder over here. I can't remember what's up here. I think this might be the boss fight.
No, I don't think so. But you... Oh, no, I think you're right. Yeah, let's do this. This is going to be the terribleness that I was talking about.
Yeah, and we only have 5 minutes left. So should we do this next episode?
And still not enough
What?
source
I think so, yes. Let's explore a little bit more and then come back. How about...
Because there's definitely more stuff that we haven't hit down here, I think. Oh, yeah, like the big room. Yeah.
Yeah.
You might want to warp. Because there's a thing.
Oh, you went to a thing.
Yeah. If we're going to go to this big fight.
Yeah. Oh, that is the nastiest.
Good way to round off the week.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but you were talking about the revolution specifically. I thought you were gonna.
Yeah.
I get...
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, why was I reading it? Why? Well, I can't remember why. I started reading about it.
Well, did you go on a Wikipedia hunt? Well,
yeah, but I can't remember how it started.
Well, probably you were reading about microfusion cells.
No,
or
I
something
specifically went into it to read about.
Oh, okay.
It was probably after reading about. Yeah, that's how it started. So have you heard of John of God?
No.
He's like a new age, quote unquote, healer guy in Brazil.
Oh yeah, I've heard of him. Yes.
And he was recently arrested.
It's not. He's not. That's not his name. That's in English.
Yeah,
That's why I haven't heard of it.
Sorry, that's his.
That's his English name. Yeah.
His international name is how I'm gonna insultingly put it. The but what's his? I did read it. But what's his actual name?
João Deus.
Right. I'm not even gonna try.
João de Deus. Yeah, it's the name João is really weird.
Right.
It's got wah, wah.
But he was arrested. I think it was a couple of weeks ago. He's been accused of like sexually assaulting like 600 people or something. It's insane.
Yes.
But so I think I was reading about him and then reading about the new Brazilian president, and I think I transitioned from that to reading about.
Oh yeah, about Salazar
Portugal.
most likely. Yeah.
I can't remember. How I
the
got
revolution.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of connections there for you to follow.
Always good. Wikipedia dives.
I remember like I grew up in the 90s and like when I was 10 years old, we talked history in school and all this sort of stuff. And one of the big things that we really focus on, and I don't know if that goes to foreign historians or to just perception from the outside, is that it was a revolution without any blood.
Yeah, it mentioned that that's a common perception. Although 4 people did die.
4 people did die. Yeah, it's not like that's not technically true, but that's what like the big thing that every book mentions is like, oh, the revolution of the what's the name of the flower? Carnation, I believe.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the one. Revolution of the carnation, and who so important? Anyway, yeah, for sure, absolutely no. But we Portuguese tend to overinflate some aspects of things sometimes, and I didn't know if it transmitted or not. Transmitted is not the word.
Translates.
Translates, yeah.
It's a weird word to use because obviously it means something really quite different in other contexts, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, but if you're talking in mathematics, it also means completely different.
Good point.
Geometry, I think, maybe. Not mathematics.
What do you translate? It's like
changing place, I believe.
Quadratic equations you translate or something? I can't remember.
Oh, that's another one, yeah.
It's been a long time.
Again, it goes back to that whole thing about what's the word? Descriptive versus prescriptive. A little bit.
Yeah, kind of.
Nah.
Alright, I'm gonna see if I can get this guy to hurt himself.
We're being lucky that we're not being attacked by
I might be about to
else.
change that. But honestly, I think we could take them. We're crushing these guys so far.
These are the hardest ones of them all.
Yeah.
Though. Yeah. So you can imagine. Oh, was it here where you spawned? Where you spawned?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty nasty.
I took if he'd hit me, he would have killed himself, and I succeeded in a 5% roll to block it.
5%.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's dead, and we're out of combat.
We're actually out of combat. All right, time to rest.
Absolutely.
And then quickly re-enter combat.
Wait for me. Let me loot. You didn't even loot.
No, it's fine. We can loot afterwards.
So many intestines.
Yeah, but we can loot that. Like we can loot them all at the same time.
How's it pronounced? Intestines? Is it correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
it's perfect.
It's a tricky word.
It kind of sounds like one of those words where there should be a plural. I don't think... Is intestine? Oh, no, intestine is singular, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gross,
No, I'm talking
Is
rubbish.
it the gross intestine or the large intestine?
Large, yeah.
Large, that's it. It's also gross, but, you know.
Yeah, it's large, small.
Small, yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd... Nah, you probably wouldn't.
Small intestine is such a tiny word. In Portuguese, we have a word that's like similar to diminute. It's not the correct translation, but it would be the same as calling it the diminute intestine because it's a little bit fancier.
Right. I kind of like that. But no, it's
Sorry?
very... I kind of like that. Diminute.
Yeah,
The diminute intestine.
it's. I think it doesn't have a translation. The word it's like delicate. It comes from the same origin, but it's a different.
There's also demure in English.
Demure.
Which sounds kind of similar.
Does it mean pretty?
Yeah, I think these days there might be people that would take offense if you called them demure, because it would mean like pretty in a dainty way, which some people might think it was insulting in terms of being demeaning. Just to keep going on the D words, but
yes.
But yeah, it's if you were in like a traditional Chinese or Japanese culture, definitely there'll be high praise. These guys aren't undead, are they? I can't use healing to attack them. I don't think.
No, I don't think they are immune to poison though. No, they're not immune. It's only 50%. So yeah, go for it. I think it's your incarnate.
Yeah, it is indeed. Thank you for the heads up.
Mine doesn't exist. And we're getting a very hyped up, amped up soundtrack.
Oh yeah, it's all about this fight with this one guy and an egg.
Oh, it's actually this shows up later, this soundtrack, I'm pretty sure. It's a special soundtrack.
I've completely forgotten where the Divinity soundtrack shows up because I have it on my phone, so this shows up all over the shop as far as I'm concerned.
Exactly.
On the bars, you know.
Yeah.
This is the one they play when you walk into the supermarket, you know.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I mostly listen to soundtracks when I'm working though, but I need to get AirPods, not AirPods. What's the word? Like AirPods, but not for Apple.
Wireless headphones.
Well, yeah. They have a name for that. It's like something pods.
I think that's a brand.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I could be wrong though. Maybe that's a word that's entered colloquial use.
I'm not one of those people that says iPhone for every single smartphone.
Good. Are there such people?
You didn't know?
I don't know.
Like yeah.
I don't talk to many people like that. No.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, it's also about the company you keep. I suppose. I don't.
What?
Deal with such.
Damn it.
What?
These things are poison immune. Poison totem and a poison incarnate. Not doing a great work here.
Okay. Oh, you're fighting them. Oh my god. Well, just in time for the end of The Sims 3, I suppose.
We might as well wrap up this fight though.
Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna need to move up a little bit closer because that fella.
I'm gonna go munch on stuff after this, and I'll do some shopping and things between episodes.
To the soundtrack of Divinity Original Sin. Oh, that didn't work as I wanted it to. There you go.
Has there been any news on what the Age of Decadence team was doing next?
Yes,
What
recently
they're doing a space thing, right?
Yeah, they're doing a space thing. There's been screenshots recently, very recently.
Cool. I should take a look.
By the time this video goes up, it's been a week, but still.
Cool. I should take a look.
Yeah, looks pretty awesome.
It's funny, the you know, on your end, you've had a lull of I don't know how many days in terms of uploading, like a week or something.
Yeah, about that, yes.
From my viewers' perspective, there hasn't been a video since like before Christmas.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. I did ask you, but you never ended.
Did I not answer? No, I've just been way too busy recently.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start.
Work and
yes.
finger.
So yeah, work and finger. That sounds interesting, but.
Well.
But yeah, I need to start uploading these again. But that's a good thing about Let's Play stuff, you know. It's whenever you put it up, it's still stuff.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's very true.
I mean, less people watch, obviously, because people like consistency, which is fair enough.
Well, I get a lot of my viewers that just watch old stuff, and whenever I make a Let's Play, like right now, we could be talking, and we are definitely talking to people that are watching this a year after.
It's true. It's true.
And I do that as well. Yesterday I was listening to, oh, look at that, we're playing The Sims 3 on. I was listening to a Let's Play of The Sims 1. I don't remember the Let's Player though, and I should because he's pretty big. And very funny as well. And he's British as well, so one of your countrymen, that's words. I know these. Very
Comrade, good. I suppose would be another word you could say technically there, but
does it have this? Does it have the same origin?
No. Comrade is originally more like comrade in arms, and then also fellow like communist.
Yeah,
be another.
Yeah. I thought like in Portuguese, it also has the same connotation, at least regarding communism. But it also has. It's a very close word to the word for chamber.
Oh really?
So yeah, it's almost like a chambermate. But so it might come from there.
That sounds naughty again.
Well, if you're my what's happening? So let's see what I can.
You know, it's cold nights when you're holding a revolution.
Exactly.
Got something to do.
I'm bad at jokes because that's one of those perfect opportunities to be like and words that are appropriate and are like memes and people would laugh. But I'm terrible.
That would be a pretty good shirt. Like, okay. And then I said the words that were appropriate and that were like memes and people laughed.
Exactly. Well, there we go for the end of the episode. Then.
Yeah, the end of the episode. Words that are appropriate and are like memes, and then you all laughed.
And yes.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.